Shalom, shalom, Akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just have this quick article I just wanted to get into through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai with you, beloved Akiyam and Akwath, real quick this evening. Pretty much bringing it around full circle, talking to, prophecy, man. That third woe, is fastly approaching, but we clearly understand that the MOTB, pursuing the Revelations 13 and 16, and Jacob's trouble must come to pass first. Okay, that chip must be mandated, and all hell must break loose. Okay, prior to the Lord releasing, his weapons of his indignation, which come in the form of those ICBM missiles, man, when they're going to be shot from continent to continent in the form of this third world's woe. But yeah, here it is, man. Okay, you got Trump trying to push for peace deals, with Ukraine and Putin, but you can clearly see that's not the will of the Lord. Okay, and these and these heathen nations, man, got other plans. Okay, and they're operating according to the will of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You see, because here it is. You have Trump trying to push for peace. Okay, in reference to what's going on over there in the east. All right, and that's not the spirit that Zelensky is coming in. You see, Zelensky wants to get his hands bloody, man. Okay, he got the spirit of all gas and no brakes on him. You see, but it's of the Lord, because we're in that time. We're in that time now where the Lord's stirring up the nations, man. He's stirring them up. Okay, and he's gonna stir up the Medes too, man. Okay, which is Russia. You see, and when that goes down, it's over at that point. Okay, this is when these two behemoths, in the form of the daughter of Babylon and Gog, Magog, Russia, the bear, are gonna go at it, man. And as it tells us in biblical prophecy, the least of the flock shall draw them out. All right, which are those small hats. Okay, in the form of those gutter rats. Okay, those JOOs as we call them. You see, but hey, yeah, man. Hey, this is where we are in prophecy, man. It's happening in real time. Okay, we're seeing the building blocks. Okay, to the day of doom. Now, real quick, before we get this right, let's go here. Let's go to the book of Joel real quick. And it's beautiful because, ultimately, this chaos that's coming, it's cohesive with the salvation that's also coming. You see? And it tells you that right here when you go to Joel. The third chapter? Bear with me. Right, when you go to Joel, the third chapter, I'm going to start from the top and then jump down. Okay? Making this point. Right, Joel chapter 3 and verse 1, and it reads, "For behold," which means look. Behold means look. In those days, right, in these days, man. And at that time, this time, okay, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. See, so in the process of time where the Lord begins to turn our captivity right before our eyes, and how is he doing that? It starts with us receiving this word. Okay, this engrafted word that's able to save our souls, man. You see, we're coming into remembrance of who we are. The Great Awakening, man. This is a token that we are on our way back home. But before that happens, great destruction, okay, is going to close out Esau's eon. You see? Watch this. Let's continue on. Let's continue on, right? We're going to read verse 2, then jump down. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, man. Okay, which is the valley of Yahweh's judgment over there in the Middle East. You see? This is what the Lord's doing. That's why there's so many tensions. That's why there's so many tensions over there, man. It's not a coincidence what's going on over there between Palestine and Israel and Ukraine and Crimea. You know, the Houthis. You call this is the and again, mind you, these nations have allies. Okay, which are on the Scopeo, man. They're watching closely as far as what's going on over there, man. The Lord's stirring up the pot. Okay, we're seeing the build up to this third world's woe, man. We're seeing it right before our eyes. All right, and this is part of measuring the time. Okay, bringing out information of, pertaining to prophecy, man. You know, in efforts to understand that we are in that time. Okay, salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. You see? Let's continue on. And I will plead with them there for my people. And this word plead right here is not going into beg, man. Okay, this plead's going into judge. Okay, the Lord's going to judge them. Okay? Right? For his people, man. Right? And for his heritage. Look, I'm going to read it again. And will plead with them there for my people, which are the Israelites. Right? Those are the Lord's people. Amos, the 3rd chapter, tells us that. Right? And for my heritage, man. Israel. It's telling us here. It's telling us right here. This is who the Lord's gonna judge these nations for, man. Going right back to Isaiah 34. When he goes into the Basra is gonna be a desolation. It goes into how there's gonna be a great sacrifice in Basra, which is the capital city of Edom, which is likened unto America. Okay? It tells you what? It tells you that it's for the controversy of Zion. Okay, this whole thing evolves around Zion, and ultimately the Lord's going to do it for his great name's sake. Okay, let's continue on. Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land, man. And this proves right here, this precept proves that the real people are not, the real Israelites are not in the land right now. This scripture right here proves that. You can back this up with Luke 21 and 24 to nail the point home. Okay? So who is this man? Who are these niggas in the land right now? Okay? Wiggling around under a golden dome and, okay, humping walls and calling themselves Israelites with sideburns coming down their head and nickel hats. Who are these niggas? And these other heathen? Okay, stinking up the land. It sure as hell isn't the chosen people. Okay, and the scriptures back this up. Okay, let's continue on, man. Let's jump down to verse 9. Behold, Asalakia, Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, man. And this is talking to the natural Gentiles. You see, because you have a natural Gentile and you have Israelites that can be likened unto Gentiles if they're in that Gentile state of mind. You know, like for instance, during the time of the Greeks, our people had become what? Hellenized. You had the Hellenization period. Okay, you had the Romanization period. And now we're in the time where you have the Americanization period, where our people have been Americanized. And what a coincidence. All three of those Zations, okay, Edomite oriented. Okay, what a coincidence, huh? No, man, that's showing you that what? Esau is the one that has forwarded our affliction. You see? Esau in the form of the nation, okay, have hell to pay. That's why the scriptures tell us they're going to drink 2 cups. Esau is drinking 2 cups of that judgment that the Lord has prepared for him. Let's continue on. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. This is what's coming. Okay, this is the reality of end time prophecy. Okay, a scholar that graduated, okay, from a seminary school, all right, will not be able to hone in on the idea that the scriptures are talking to this end time prophecy of war. You know, there's some way, somehow in their peanut brain, they'll try to come up with the idea that there's peace that can come out of what's going on right now in the world. No, man, that's not the reality. You see, these people that claim to grip the Bible and be heralds, okay, or priests, or some type of authority when it comes to these scriptures, they don't have a biblical worldview. You see, which ultimately cancels them out to be able to comprehend prophecy. Let's continue. Right? Look at prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. And this is what the Lord's requiring in this end time. Okay? And this is his will. You see, and this is why these nations are in the position that they're in. Okay, where they're drawing swords. You see? They're headstrong. They're not backing down. They want to smoke. Because this is what the Lord is requiring. Who has resisted his will? Nobody. Let's go get this article. When you go to Zero Hedge, all right, this article is dated March 20th, 2025, right? And the heading reads, Huge blast rocks Russian airbase and largest ever drone attack on region. Now, mind you, this came a day after Zelensky and Trump had a phone call, okay, regarding a ceasefire, a ceasefire deal. And the very next day, Zelensky does this, showing you that they're operating. Hey, these heathen, these other nations are operating under their own agenda, man. They're no longer letting Babylon be the puppeteer in their decision making. Now they're like, hell with y'all. You just seen what happened about maybe close to a month ago with all those EU nations. Probably about 3 weeks ago. All those EU nations, man. Okay, meeting up in London. Okay, with UK leading that charge. Okay, you had what's his name, Keir Starmer. I believe he's the representative for the United Kingdom. He led that charge. You had Canada there. All right, America's neighbor that they put tariffs on in the form of Trump putting tariffs on, a 25% tariff on them, just creating enemies all around them. But this is what the scriptures say would happen. When you read Jeremiah, it tells us that all the nations that bend the bow and camp around her, man. Roughly paraphrasing. You see, all you nations round about, camp around Babylon. And ultimately, they're gonna let them bows go. They're gonna let them arrows go. But anyways, right, let's continue on here. Right, it reads, on Thursday, Russia's southern Saratov region suffered its largest drone attack of the war from Ukraine, with the Engels 2 airfield being impacted by another direct hit. The base, which is known for hosting 295 and 160 nuclear-capable strategic bombers, right, have been targeted several times since the war began in 2022. Photos to emerge of the fresh attack show a large fireball lighting up the sky. Okay, let me get a little more here. Let me jump down a little bit. It says, burst again, further characterized as the largest ever drone assault on the Saratov region since the war began. Other regions of Russia were also hit. In total, Russia's defense ministry said the military intercepted 132 Ukrainian drones overnight across 6 regions in Crimea, also including shoot-downs of 54 over Saratov alone. The overnight strikes happened not long after Presidents Zelensky and Trump held a phone call Wednesday, probably a misprint, I should say held a phone call Wednesday, wherein the Ukrainian leader said he's open to a partial ceasefire. And notice how he said possible ceasefire. Okay, you see how he felt about that? Because the very next day he opened fire. Okay, he opened fire on Crimea, man, and other regions. Okay, over Saratov. You see, so you see what's going on, man. Hey, this is the reality, man. Okay, tensions are high. Tensions are high, man. You had China talking about they're prepared to go to war with America on any front. You know? On any front. Whether it be a tariff war, a physical war, what was the other one? There was another. There's all fronts. This is how they're feeling, man. The Lord's made this place small among the heathen, as the scriptures tell us. Matter of fact, let's go get that. Let's go get that. I said, Obadiah. The book of Obadiah. Let's read verse 1 and jump to let's read right down. Right, the book of Obadiah, verse 1. And it reads, the vision of Obadiah. Right, and we know a vision goes into what? A prophecy. You see? An oracle. So this holds weight. Thus saith the Lord power Yahweh concerning who? Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle, man. Okay, see, so Esau, a war evolves around Esau. You see? His demise is going to come in the form of war. Alright, when you read Psalms, the 37th chapter, it tells us what? He's going to fall upon. Let me go get that real quick. And then we'll jump back over. I'm going to go straight to the point. Salakia. Where's that at? Is this Psalms 37? Let me see here. Yeah, there it goes. I'm going to start at verse 14. It reads, the wicked have drawn out the sword. Okay, and we know the wicked pursuing the Malachi 1 and 4 is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. They've been blessed with the sword. Okay, this is why you see wicked and sword in the same breath right here. When you go back to Genesis, the 27th chapter, all right, Esau was blessed with the sword. Isaac said he'll live by it. He will live by the sword. You see, so this is not a coincidence. This precept right here is a token to this talking to Esau. But again, you gotta have this. You gotta have the spirit on you to see it. It's real clear to see. You see, look at the wicked have drawn out the sword, and you don't. When you draw a sword out, you're not drawing it out for show. Okay, a sword is a deletion instrument. Okay, it's to cause bodily harm. It's to take life. Okay, and the scripture's telling us right here that he has drawn it out. Right, and we know the sword in its perfection are those missiles, man. Okay, which we know Esau is the major player in bringing those things forth in the form of the Germans. You see, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You have Robert Oppenheimer, you know, which is a well-known physicist, and you have another individual by the name of Abraham Esau. Okay, these were prominent figures during the time of the Manhattan Project, man. All right, Edomites, man. Okay, the Lord created to bring forth the weapons of his indignation. Let's continue on. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent the bow to cast down the poor and needy, right, which are the Israelites, and to slay such as be of upright conversation, the elect of the Israelites, which ultimately is whom he's gunning for. Okay, Revelations, the 12th chapter, all right, tells us that the dragon was wroth with the woman and with to make war with the remnant of her seed, those that keep the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Roughly paraphrasing our precept, man. You see, so those of us of the hopeful elect are on the scopeo. You see? Because ultimately this truth is the kryptonite, all right, to Esau's whole being. You see that? Now check this out, jumping down to verse 15. Their sword shall enter into their own heart. You see? They're gonna, this nigga's gonna be deleted by suicide. All right? By self-destruction. Look at their sword shall enter into their own heart, man. And their bow shall be broken. So this nigga's gonna lose. Esau and all the heathen underneath him are gonna lose. You see Esau being the head of the snake. Okay? You cut the head off, the body's out of there. Okay? So let's go back to the book of Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Right? And this is why his word holds no weight. All right, this is why these heathen, in the form of these other heathen nations underneath Esau, are just going about their own business, doing their own thing. You know, cussing the dude, cussing the president out on live television, arguing with him, going back and forth with him, resisting. Throwing. You seen Zelensky throwing his muscle around, man. The little bit of muscle he got. You know what I mean? He was bold, man. He had a bold stance. And again, we already echoed what China said. You see how North Korea is getting down. Okay? There was some information some time ago regarding them having a missile that can finally reach the north. They were jumping for joy, man. Realizing that they got a defense system against this place. This is where we at. All eyes are on Babylon, man. Okay? All eyes are on Babylon. Okay? Every nation that bends the bow, man, got their eyes on them. Again, because it's prophecy. Let's read this. Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Okay? This place has become insignificant. Okay? In the eyes of these other heathen. That's what that small's going into. You see? Babylon has become insignificant. These heathen nations have come to the conclusion, all right, that there's no such thing as an American dream. That's why they're pulling out of the fiat currency, man. Okay, all bets are off, man. And now we're coming into the time where the beast, okay, is going to hate the whore, pursuing the Revelations 17 and 16. So yeah, man, we hear Akiyam and Akwaf. Okay, we hear, the realization of, salvation being so close can simply be seen, within the prophecies that are coming to pass, man. These end time prophecies, man, it's a beautiful thing. And as it tells us in Revelations 12 and 12, we got to be rejoicing. Okay, rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them, man. From the servants to prophets on down to you, beloved Akiyam and Akwaf, that believe the report, man. Okay, to you whom the arm of Yahweh was revealed, which is Yahweh Shai, man. And we almost home. Stay locked in, stay prayed up, fast as well as pray. Yahweh Shai's on his way. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwedash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, where I learned this 144% truth. Shalom.